The schools and colleges always teaches us the ways by which we can get jobs in companies, which actually traps us in the 9-to-5 work cycle. They would never teach us that how we can invest in those companies instead. And here comes the concept of wealth creation. For generating wealth, you will have to invest properly and use your brain to the fullest. In this video, we will tell you 8 tips for creating wealth by 2023. Now let's start with the first tip. 1. Keeping a budget and keeping track of your spending. It certainly seems very straightforward and basic, and it is. Furthermore, it is a crucial component of achieving financial success. A key element of your financial life is your cash flow, which refers to the money coming in and leaving out. You won't be able to raise your net worth if you are unable to manage it. To begin, keep a record of your income and expenses. Do you keep your spending in check, or are you consistently in the red? Do you live under your means? Because it's insufficient to just live within your means, this is crucial. The fact that you don't spend more than you earn is fantastic, but if you only manage to break even each month since you spend every dollar available, you'll never have money left over to save and invest. To increase the difference between your income and real spending, you must live as modestly as you can. To ensure that your spending is appropriate over time, utilize a budget as your guide. As a result, you may spend more freely on the things that are most important to you and skip, or economize, on the things that are less important. It can also help you prioritize your spending in accordance with your beliefs. 2. Setting aside a significant amount of your income for saving and investing. The majority of individuals believe that investing and generating compound returns are the keys to financial success. You may just put away approximately 10 to 15% of your salary in your retirement account, and you'll probably be okay if you want to follow the conventional path of working until you're about 70 years old, then retiring for a couple of years to enjoy some basic pleasures before you pass away. But a lot of people desire far more than that, including myself and the majority of my well-known contacts. We aspire to achieve financial freedom, to no longer be dependent on a regular source of income, and to be able to utilize our money to fund significant endeavors like global travel or business creation. Saving and investing 10% of your salary won't be enough when your goals are as stated above. If you want to be on track to achieve those important wealth-building objectives, you should consider saving at least 20% of your income and ideally 30%. If you are interested in watching more contents related to finance, just press the subscribe button and also hit the like button. 3. Earning more cash. Only when you have money to begin with can you successfully save and invest. There is a limit to how far you can cut costs before you need to consider the other side of the equation, which is increasing income. Because they believe the figures on their paycheck are partially beyond their control, many people fail to even examine this. However, that is untrue. In deciding how much money you make annually, you can actively participate. Everybody has a distinct idea of the best strategy for increasing their income, and it varies according to their objectives, requirements, obstacles, and possibilities. Having said that, here are a few approaches that might be effective for you. After assuming additional responsibilities at work, haggling for a pay hike. Switch jobs and look for a better paying career, and haggle over your starting pay at the new business. On top of your regular employment, start a side business or freelance writing. 4. Keeping wealth in assets rather than in things. According to Thomas J. Stanley, those who have the most material possessions, drive the flashiest automobiles, and live in the largest homes are glittering rich, but they are not genuinely wealthy. Despite having substantial wages, they don't save or invest their money. Instead, they spend it. They merely possess the accoutrements of riches as a result. However, due to the fact that all of their wealth is invested in their goods, they don't have a sizable net worth. What's worse? They wouldn't have anything to fall rely on if that high salary were to suddenly go. Spending money to flaunt how much money you are receiving in each month is not the best way to increase wealth. Again, I would like to remind you to subscribe our channel. 6. Being aware of small details. In the end, the vast majority of people who are successful at increasing their wealth do not do it because they won the lottery or were fortunate in one particularly significant investment or business deal. Yes, there are those that do this, but if we're talking about how the majority of people get their millions, this isn't it. They are successful because they put in the effort and attention necessary to do the little things well, and they kept doing that. The foundations are nailed, and successful people continually engage in those positive behaviors. 7. Following the strategy always. The most important step is to follow the strategy throughout time. Building money successfully requires time, on the order of several years, as was noted in the beginning. Automating everything is one method of doing it. Payroll deductions are an automatic way for you to contribute to your retirement plan at work. You may also automate your brokerage account and IRA contributions. Don't forget that making every dollar count is not the aim. Your budget will help you decide how much money to save aside for retirement. If any is left over, you are free to do as you like with it. Setting realistic, doable savings objectives that you can achieve month after month, year after year, is crucial. 8. Boost your income. The other strategy to accumulate money is to raise your income if you don't have enough room to reduce spending. There is a limit to how far you can lower your spending before this becomes required for practically everybody who wishes to amass riches. If you want to increase the speed at which you accumulate wealth, you will eventually need to earn more. The typical methods for raising your income are as follows: asking for a raise, developing new abilities or obtaining certifications that demand greater salaries, starting a side business or second job, switching to a sector with greater salary, developing a business. According to how much time they require, these things are basically in order. It might not take much extra time to transition to a new industry after you become settled in your new position, but it can take a few years to acquire the necessary new knowledge and abilities. One of the most effective methods to accumulate money is to increase one's income, albeit no two people will choose the same route. Now we hope that you know all the tips to create wealth. If you truly loved the video, then do hit the subscribe button. It motivates us to make more new videos. Also press the like button. Do comment below if you have any query. Thank you for watching.